It makes a lot of things. First of all, we pick them between 11 and 1 o'clock each day. That's when the sugar content is higher. The other thing that's really neat is we blend our own soils, and we specifically look at a tomato that we've chosen that has the best flavor. So what happens with this tomato is most people would have picked this when you see it in the store. This is when they call breaking right here. That's when most people pick a tomato right around here. It's not truly ripe. The problem is if you pick a really ripe tomato like this one, where it's just juicy and at its best, like right here for an example. See where it's breaking open? That has no market value to Winn-Dixie or Publix or Kruger's or any of the major chains. But you take this tomato and you slice it and dry it, this has the most flavor. Right at this point, just before it dies, it's exhausting.
Okay.
I mean, so what we do is we take this tomato and we slice it after we wash it, we dry it. It takes 11 to 12 hours to dry the tomato.
Okay.
It takes 4 pounds of tomatoes to produce 3 ounces. And this is what we put inside the soups.
Wow.
These carrots are growing in bags. Now we own this system. This is our territory system. We get what we call air rooting, because when this bag is here, the roots come to the edge and they die off and they go back, so we have really dense roots. But all the stuff we grow, I don't know if you can get this.
Wow.
These are purple carrots. So these carrots will be taken like this, washed. Our commercial kitchen's on the same property. 5-minute walk. These are washed there, put into our dryers that are on the property, and then put in the soups the next day.
Wow.
These are herbs. These herbs right here are used for our teas. Over here we have other herbs, these flowering plants. This is all for our teas.
What's that one?
These are our peppers. You know, when you have our soup with the peppers, I mean, look at that plant. Look how gorgeous that plant is. I mean, this is a happy plant. We're one of the largest growers of turmeric in the country. So, a lot of people have never seen a turmeric root. So I'm going to show you. And you'll notice in this greenhouse, there's no pesticides, there's no herbicides. You can pick anything here and eat it. I don't use them. I believe in strong young plants. A healthy plant will fight things off. But this, and if you look in here, this is turmeric. This is a young plant.
Oh yeah.
But this here is a rhizome. It's not actually a root, it's a rhizome, and this is where turmeric comes from. This is a true superfood. This is probably the #1 superfood in the world. One of the very few things goes directly to the brain. And this is what we're going to be offering in your product line probably within 3 or 4 months.
Great.
If you get turmeric, again, if you go to Whole Foods, you'll see it comes from Hawaii. How far is Hawaii from most places in the country?
Yeah.
Again, they have to ship it. If you grow turmeric in the ground, it absorbs lead, acid rain, anything that's leached from the ground. When you grow it in this circumstance, in bags above the ground, we're able to control the soil. It's organic. It's grown in a controlled circumstance. This is our secret weapon. I can't think of anybody that uses these. A purple tomato. To be honest, it doesn't have the sweetness of the reds and the other varieties, but this one for antitoxin is incredible.
Wow.
This tomato, so when you're having a soup and you're eating a tomato, it tastes good, but what it does for your body is incredible.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible. Look at these lettuces. Again, no pesticide, no herbicides. Look at this plant. Look how beautiful this plant is.
Wow.
I mean, who wouldn't want to put
Yeah.
this in your salad at night?
For sure.
There is nothing on this. When you think about growing this way, what it does for your body, the minute you eat that, directly into your bloodstream. Over there, we grow cauliflower in raised beds, ginger. I mean, we're probably the only people that I know of that grow commercial asparagus in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
And asparagus is an absolute superfood. And nothing here goes to waste, because in the world of doing everything right, we take whatever's left over, whether it's a tomato that is past its prime, or a leafy vegetable, or anything like that. It goes right into the compost pile. We regenerate that, and then what we do is our compost, we have a secret recipe we put in as microbials. And we put that on like yeast. And as we turn it and watch the temperature, it grows in there. So then before we go ahead and put in the soil, we put in molasses with it, oxygenate it. It makes all those pieces, you know, it regenerates it, just like your company. And that's what we use when we put the soil in. People go, how come you're not fertilizing? How come your plants are so healthy? How can they fight bugs off?
Yeah.
It's all the little things. It's like a baseball team. The little things make the difference and make you successful.